Hi, I'm Austin Crowley and I'm here to show you some baseball pitches. Let's just start with a simple fastball where most people just throw it in Little League and all the pitches they throw. So there's 4 type of fastballs. Oh, excuse me. There's the 4-seam, which that's the first pitch you learn when you're a kid. Which the C, or the horseshoe, some people call it. You just put your fingers across it and you throw it like you want to throw all your pitches the same, over the top, just And then there's the 2-seam where you just put your fingers along those 2 seams in the middle. You could do that way or the other side like that, but you still want to throw it over the top. There's the splitter. Some people call it the split finger fastball. You throw it like this, and that could hurt your arm if you're not old enough. But yeah, there's the cutter or cut fastball. You throw it like this, where your 2 fingers, your index and your middle, just go along that seam with it. There's actually another version of the cutter. Some people call that the football pitch, where you know how you'd hold the 2-seam like that? You just put your fingers together and throw it like a football, all the way, like you're karate chopping or something. But yeah, that's all for the fastballs. But then after the fastballs, you should get used to some off-speed stuff like changeups. There's 3 changeups. There's the falcon grip, where you just put 3 fingers in between every seam. Then after you know that, and oh yeah, you should keep that like deep in your hand, like this rather than like this. There's the circle change, where you keep your 2 fingers here, and with your index and your thumb, you just make a circle. And when you throw it, you wanna like do this and like show the batter the circle and switch it. But yeah, some people call this the palm ball, but it's really just another version of the changeup. But people think you put it on your palm. You put it right on the base, the base of your fingers, like this. Then you just grab it with your whole hand and you just throw it. Then, like, if that's not enough, then you should throw the curveball. There's where you just hold along any seam. You hold it with 1 finger, and with your index finger, and then your middle finger goes on the side. Like, you hold it on the side rather than this, because that'd just be a splitter. But then, after you got this, you put your thumb along that seam, right there, and then you snap your wrist going this way. And then, if that's not enough, you could throw the screwball, which basically is a curveball reversed. So you hold it with the side here. 1 second. You throw your index finger on the side and your middle along that seam, and your thumb on the other seam. But this, you just need to snap the other way, and it just basically does the same thing on the other way. But if you want to be a knuckleball pitcher like Phil Negro or Tim Wakefield or even R.A. Dickey, who has a filthy knuckleball, they all threw it the same, where you just dig your fingernails in here, and then you just connect your these 2 fingers here and your thumb along that seam, just like the curveball. But this, you throw over the top, or you could throw it like I do, but it still has the same movement. You just dig your fingernails in here, and you gotta do the thumb there, and you throw it like a football, and it does the exact same thing. What else is there? I came up with a pitch. I called it a cutter, because it's a mix between a knuckleball and a cutter, where, you know how I told you you throw a cutter like this? Yeah? But you just use 3 knuckles there, actual knuckles, not nails. knuckles. Then you use your pinky along this to guide it, and this you just throw over the top. And actually, I came up with another pitch, but I just use knuckles for this pitch. Where, you know how I throw the falcon grip like this? Yeah? I just use it with my knuckles. You know, that's really it. And it moves like it goes like this, but it's the same exact movement as any other pitch. There's also the gyro ball, which you throw. Well, actually, before I need to tell you the slurve, where you do this, where you see the C here. You could use the C or backward C. It doesn't really matter, but you just got to put your fingernails or fingers half in between here. So if you spread them, the seam's right in between, and you just connect them, and you just snap your wrist, and it moves perfect. So that's the slurve. Then there's a slider where you do the same thing, you just don't snap your wrist. So this you just throw over the top. It has nice movement. It's exactly how you want it to move. And there's one last pitch that I know that mostly every Japanese pitcher knows. It's like curveball with Americans. Where you do this and you just put it right in the middle. Right? Yeah? Right? Yeah. Then you put your index finger and your pinky in the middle. So the seam here, it's in between. It splits your fingers right in half. And like I said, just like the change-ups, you gotta put it deep in your hand. And you can snap your wrist this way or that way. It doesn't matter. Really. Stop. But yeah, that's really it. If you know any other pitches, just leave a comment below and I'll be open to consideration. Okay, thanks. Hope you use them good. Oh yeah, P.S. Everything that you have to snap your wrist, don't really throw it till you're mature and your arm is ready to throw curveballs and off-speed stuff. Well, not off-speed stuff, but anything that you have to snap your wrist, don't throw it till you're like 14, 15, 16 maybe. Because if you throw it when you're like 10, 11, 12, even 13, you can really hurt your elbow and you'll need Tommy John surgery, which it takes you out for years, possibly 1 year at the minimum, but you won't be able to play baseball for 1 full year at least. Okay, that's all.